We have done it again. We all rally around when one of our guys are hurt. We're all rallying around a lacrosse star and a college student who was seriously hurt while swimming in Ocean City on the 4th of July.
WMAR 2 News' Abby Isaacs spoke with his close friends about how he's doing now.
A mad dash to avoid the sting of hot summer sand.
All he was talking about was wanting to get into the water.
A dive into the ocean too close to shore.
I dove in first, and I realized how shallow the water was, and I thought to myself, I hope no one got hurt.
One life-changing injury.
And that's when I turned around and saw Ben face down in the water. It was very terrifying.
During a vacation to Ocean City with his friends for the 4th of July, lifeguards had to rescue Baltimore County College sophomore Ben Papke from the water.
And the last thing he remembers is, did I just break my neck?
He shattered a vertebrae and seriously injured his spinal cord. 2 surgeries later, the Calvert Hall alum is at shock trauma, making progress every day.
He finally got the breathing tube out, and it is something that he was really happy about because now it's so much easier for him to communicate, to be able to mouth words. You can read his lips a lot easier.
He's slowly gaining mobility on the right side of his body, but he has a long road ahead of him.
I think if Ben could say anything, he would want people to know that he's a fighter and that he's gonna make it.
His best friends made shirts and wristbands to raise money for his recovery.
It brought a tear to his eye.
A lacrosse helmet on the back, one of Ben's favorite things.
He stood out. He was a really good player.
Ben hopes someday he'll be back on the field, playing with his team at CCBC Essex.
He said to me last night, I want to get the heck out of here. You know, I want to be hanging out with my friends in the summer. I want to be playing lacrosse. I want to be doing what a normal 20-year-old, does.
For now, he's focusing on getting better and enjoying visits from friends, old and new.
The Johns Hopkins head coach reached out, came, named Ben an honorary captain. So I think the outpouring of love and prayer for Ben and his family is something that the family is extremely, extremely grateful for and is actually getting them through what is really a hard time.
Family and friends are also holding a fundraiser for Ben next Thursday in Baltimore County. You can find information on all the ways to donate to his recovery on our website, wmar2news.com. In Towson, Abby Isaacs, WMAR2 News.
Really has been an outpouring of support for Ben. This tells you what kind of a guy this is. He had an empty room next to him at shock trauma. And after hearing from his mom about the officer who was shot in Baltimore at that methadone clinic, he said he really hoped the officer would fill that room. And sure enough, Ben had a few extra visitors last night.
Ben has a Blue Lives Matter flag hanging above his bed. And a bunch of the security guards have walked by and seen that, and they've been stopping by to see Ben. So last night, when there were a ton of people from the force visiting, obviously, Officer Shiflett, there were a ton of people also visiting Ben.
This is a picture of all of the officers with Ben's family waiting to meet him because only 2 visitors are allowed in the hospital room at a time. The Papkes have connected with Officer Shiflett's family so they can support each other as well.
That is
something
incredible.